It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Commissioners met Tuesday afternoon in Courtroom C for a special called meeting to address the ambulance service, or we should say lack of service, as at the last board meeting, EMS Director Richard Johnson made the commissioners aware that there's a shortage of service in the county. It's becoming a safety issue. The purpose of Tuesday's meeting was to address the issue, and the county took a couple of steps to help with the issue. They moved to go to two 24-hour full-time ambulances, where currently there's one 24-hour full-time ambulance and one 12-hour shift. They're also looking to fund the second ambulance for the county. Here were the motions by the chairman and the votes taken at Tuesday's called meeting.
You made that motion yet, so let's vote on the motion that I have a motion and a second on, which is to increase the pay grades right now with what we got to help us staff the budgets we have. Then I'll go into the second motion.
I need a 1712, and what I'm asking for is 7 steps across the board.
All right, I have a motion, second, no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes.
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Hickox?
Yes.
Commissioner Hires?
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary?
Yes.
All right, now I'll make a motion that we add an additional 24-hour crew, authorize the administrator to add a 24-hour crew for Wayne County EMS with an estimated cost of $230,000 per year.
Second.
Discussion.
If you're adding that number, why are you in the budget?
It's approximately.
Well, they're going to be $230,000 for the remainder of this year, and it's going to take us some time to get that extra crew on there. We use it part-time, but it'll take us time to get a full staff where we want to be over there. But it's an estimated going forward. That's going to be a hitter. Yes. Net.
More discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Thomas?
Yes.
Commissioner Hickox?
Yes.
Commissioner Hires?
Yes.
Commissioner McCreary?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes. Okay, next item on the agenda.
And once again, that action taken yesterday. After the motions and vote, the board went to executive session to discuss personnel and litigation, but after about 20 minutes returned and stated that no action was taken. WIFO had a chance to talk with Richard Johnson, who's in charge of EMS here in Wayne County. He explained that the county has 5 ambulances, but the issue is employees. They currently are advertising for 3 full-time positions. Golden Isles Ambulance Service is a private company. They have 1 ambulance in the county. So there are 6 ambulances in Wayne County. The question is, where are the employees? John says the issue for the county is that the pay is not competitive with other markets, but he says other counties are dealing with the same issue of employees. He says Liberty County currently has 10 openings in their EMS system. Commissioners hope the second full-time ambulance will help. They're possibly looking to add a 3rd full-time ambulance, but it has to be funded, has to have employees willing to work, and the pay has to be competitive. Once again, at Tuesday's meeting, they went to 2 full-time ambulances 24 hours a day, where they were at 1 full-time ambulance and 1 12-hour ambulance shift. Again, that action taken yesterday by the county commissioners. This weekend's inaugural Big Bass Jamboree contest has been canceled. Again, they stayed due to low participation. They only had 2 fishermen register for the event. So again, that event for this Saturday has been canceled. The Catfish Tournament is still set for June 5th and 6th. Wayne County School Board had their groundbreaking for the James E. Bacon renovation project. We'll come back with that and more from the board meeting right after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. The groundbreaking ceremony for the renovation project of James E. Bacon Elementary School took place Tuesday afternoon at 5 p.m. Much of the faculty and staff on hand, along with the Board of Education and School Superintendent Dr. Kelly. Also on hand, just Mayor David O'Keefe and Executive Director of the Chamber, Dina Bennett. Also members of the contractors in charge of the project, TQ Construction and Craig Buckley of Buckley & Associates, as they will oversee the project. Also taking part in the ceremony was James E. Bacon Teacher of the Year, Candace Mixon. WIFO on hand after the ceremony had a chance to talk with Dr. Kelly about the importance of the day. Here, Dr. Kelly, on the groundbreaking, good crowd on hand, and a big day, kind of a historic day for this school system.
Oh, yes, sir. We're very excited. You know, the kids of this community deserve the very best, and we're very excited to be able to provide that to them. We're also very excited that our community has entrusted us, you know, with their SPLOST dollars to build something like this for the kids. And so we're very excited. I know our board's worked very hard to bring this project to life, and we're very excited to get started.
As everybody knows, it's behind schedule, a little bit over budget, but as you said, it'll soon begin. Any projected date on? When do you think they'll have it completed?
No, sir. We're going to do this project and not displace kids. We got portables coming in so that kids can still go to school while we're doing certain phases of the project. So it may take us just a little bit longer than, a new construction project would, but, there's several contingencies. Hopefully it won't take us too long, but, our focus is to make sure that it's done right, and when we do finish, that our kids have a very exciting place from which to learn.
I know the faculty, staff, and the students are excited, that's for sure.
We're very excited, and we're glad they're excited, and, our kids deserve the very best, and that's what this board's trying to provide for them.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And again, those comments of Superintendent Dr. Kelly. Wayne County Board of Education met yesterday afternoon. Personnel recommendations after the executive session. Certified recommendations: Denise Messer, Arthur Williams Middle School for the upcoming school year. Certified transfer: Shannon Griffin, Arthur Williams Middle School to Martha Puckett Middle School. Courtney Tyre, Arthur Williams Middle School to Martha Puckett Middle School. Certified resignations: Shannon Bennett, Scriven Elementary. Nick Hayes, Wayne County High School, another football coach and this past year's wrestling coach. Again, another coach headed to Appling County. Tiffany Moriarty, James E. Bacon. Carrie Thompson, James E. Bacon. Kendrick Thompson, Wayne County High School. Classified recommendations: Patricia Bailey, Martha Ross Smith, School Food Assistant. Brandy Cruz, Wayne County High School, School Food Assistant. Veronica Daniels, Arthur Williams Middle School, School Food Assistant. Betty Dennison, Arthur Williams Middle School, Special Ed Parapro. Maria Hagens, Odom Elementary, School Food Assistant. Jeremy Jackson, Martha Ross Smith, Special Ed Parapro. Elijah Jones, James E. Bacon, School Food Assistant. Valerie Merritt, Transportation. Samuel Nettles, Arthur Williams Middle School, Parapro. Tamisha Reddish, Martha Ross Smith, Parapro. Lena Young, James E. Bacon, School Food Assistant. Classified transfers: Kobe Parks, Arthur Williams Middle School, Food Service Assistant to Wayne County High School. Alveria Roberts, James E. Bacon, Food Service Assistant to Wayne County High School. Classified resignations: Alicia Anderson, Martha Ross Smith, Parapro. Adeline Johnson, James E. Bacon, Pre-K Parapro. Kimberly Smith, Arthur Williams Middle School, Parapro. All that personnel approved last night after the executive session at the board meeting. Big event taking place tonight at the high school auditorium. The ever-popular Big Man on Campus contest set for tonight at 7 p.m. Question is, who takes home the crown? Contestants include Levi Cooksey, Austin Brown, Austin Burgess, Elijah Lott, Kush Patel, Gage Clark, Garrett Beaver, Gage Orvin, Presley Kane, James Ramsey, Weston Daniels, Connor Swanson, Shook Frazier, and Gray Davis. 14 men on stage displaying their talents, seeking the audience and judges' approval. And tickets tonight at the door are $10 each. Once again, the high school event tonight, Big Man on Campus. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in the news: national media back in Glenn County this week as the three suspects charged with murder and the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery appeared in court Tuesday. All three pled not guilty. Both Greg and Travis McMichael and William Roddy Bryan facing 5 federal counts, including murder. They were not accompanied by their attorneys, and all three asked for a court-appointed representation. Charges were read aloud in court by U.S. Magistrate Judge Benjamin Cheesebro. The charges alleged that the 3 white males did willfully, by force and threat of force, injured, intimidated, and interfered with Arbery that day because of his race. 2 of the counts revolve around the use of firearms during an alleged crime of violence. Each carry the possibility of life in prison if convicted. Prosecution says they're prepared to turn over the discovery of evidence to the defense within the next week, along with the complete GBI case file. Pretrial hearings in the case are set for today and Thursday. Superior Court Judge Timothy Walmsley will hear arguments on several motions this week, most notably the defense's wishes to submit 10 incidents of prior bad acts and run-ins with law enforcement by Ahmaud Arbery. 2 of those incidents, Arbery pled guilty to felony charges. Prosecutor Linda Dunakowski says this is all irrelevant to the facts of the case. She says they'll argue against allowing those 10 incidents in. Again, the arguments begin today in court. The judge will have the final say whether any of it will be presented in front of a jury in court. And the trial date for the Ahmaud Arbery murder case has been set for October the 18th. And in political news, Attorney General Chris Carr announced yesterday that he will run for re-election as Attorney General, ending speculation that he will become a candidate in the upcoming U.S. Senate race. Republican says he aims to expand his offices, work battling human trafficking, opioid abuse, cyber crimes, and vowed to fight job-killing executive orders and regulations from Democrats in Washington. For months, Carr was contemplating challenging U.S. Democrat Raphael Warnock Had he run, he would have instantly become the biggest Republican name in the Senate race. Carr will have opposition from the Democratic Party, former prosecutor Charlie Bailey, who was narrowly defeated by Carr in 2018, and State Senator Jen Jordan, Atlanta attorney, have all announced that they are running for Attorney General. Carr was U.S. Senator John Askin's top aide, Governor Nathan Deal's Economic Development Commissioner before he was appointed to Attorney General in 2016. He replaced Attorney General Sam Olens, who resigned to lead Kennesaw State University. Once again, Attorney General Chris Carr announcing yesterday he's running for re-election for Attorney General in the state of Georgia. That's going to do it for latest in the local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.